Hey people, I am live. Welcome to the Friday stream. Kicking off the long weekend. Hope you all had a good week. Hope you're all ready, to kick back and enjoy some nice weather for the Victoria Day long weekend. It's 5:30. And what's the date today? The 15th? It is the 15th. And it's a lovely 20 degrees Celsius here in Toronto right now. We haven't seen some double digits, starting with a 2, in a long time. Had to clarify that. It's been a while since we had 20 degree plus weather here in Toronto. So hello Ziggy, hello Susie, hello Leo, hello William, Tiana, Ashnix, Alan K, hello Michael Klein. Good to see you all. Howard Charco, Fast Rick, what up, what up? Jacques, and Picard is here. Engage. What's up, Mary? Stiglash, hello. What's up, Tony? Hello, April. I'm just sitting here at the corner of George Street and Front Street East in the St. Lawrence Market neighborhood. Hello, Mark. What's up, Simon? And Zach is here. What's up, Zach? Mr. Majestic, welcome. Cruising with William and Jillian. And welcome, Pamela. The first 10 blocks of York. That's right. This is where the town of York originally grew, which later became Toronto. So now this area is called Old Town. The St. Lawrence neighborhood is within Old Town. Alright, over 100 people already watching. Let's get moving. I'm not sure where I'm going or where I'll end up. I have a vague idea. I think I'm going to walk north for a while and then west for a while. And then probably east for a while to get back downtown again if I find myself somewhere in the West End or something. I don't really know. We're just walking. We're just wandering. Hey, Famous Master. I thought I'd walk past the dog fountain at Berksea Park. Just curious if they turned it on yet. I doubt it though. I doubt it's turned on. One thing that's interesting is the university Hello, Jada. Happy Friday. It's lively around here, especially when the weather warms up. Looks like they're redoing the Market Lane Park through here. I guess it was a bit old and tired looking before. Look, pretty nice. Some improvements. And they've closed off Market Street, so that's good to see. They close that off once the weather warms up for the whole summer. Hey, what's up, Alex? How you doing? And Lorraine. Walk, lyrics, and more. Hello, welcome. The mighty runt. It's 20 degrees right now. A lovely 20 degrees. And when did that happen, Susie? You do hear about the occasional things happening around here. Hey, Mark, hello. Top 905. Happy Friday. Last night. Oh, wow. I haven't heard about that one yet. So it's not considered a crime-ridden area, really. I mean, most of Toronto isn't, for that matter, but bad things can happen, I guess, anywhere, just randomly or not so randomly. Usually people know each other when you hear about things like this happening, but are people with some sort of beef with one another? It's usually not truly random. Or if it is, it's just a bit of a rarity. Bill Chow, hello. It's not cold. I put warm in the title of the stream. A warm Friday. What's up, Billy T? And it's going to be even warmer tomorrow and on Sunday, and well into the 20s. Like summer-like weather. And I think by Monday it might even be closer to 30 degrees. I'm not sure if I'm looking forward to that or not. Crossing Church. Hello, Toil Gale, how you doing? The Flatiron building is still not finished with these renos. I thought for sure it would be done by this summer, you know, and we'll get to look at the building again. It'll be a drag if it's covered up all summer long again. I've seen much bigger buildings than this get a refurbishment in a much shorter amount of time. This building's not that tall, really. Yeah, Toronto has a Flatiron. I mean, we have a couple buildings, or a few actually, that are Flatiron like that, but the most well-known one is right here behind me. It's all covered up in scaffolding and tarps, though. Can't even see it. And just as I thought, they hadn't turned on the fountain yet. Womp womp. What's up, SG? Intruder alert, Captain. Hello, hello, good evening. Hello, Sally Spoonsdell. What's up, what's up? And everyone else, if I missed your greeting, hello back. Chris Mills. Maybe next weekend. This would be the perfect weekend to turn it on, though, right? The Victoria Day long weekend with nice summer-like weather. Just turn it on. Jeez. Why wait? Does it matter if they wait or not? Will something bad happen if they turn it on a bit early? Will heads roll somewhere? Will people lose their jobs or something? I don't know. So Berksey Park, or Barksey Park as some people like to call it. Why call it Barksey Park? Gee, I wonder why. Yeah, it does look like it's been cleaned up a bit, you're right. And they took the winter scarves off the little dogs up on top there. They all had little scarves around their necks. Hey, Steglash. The big giant hands. Hey, Mike Landry. Kicking off the super train here. $3. Thank you very much. Hello, Ken and everyone. Hello back, Mike Landry. Thank you very kindly for the super chat. Cheers to you. Happy Victoria Day weekend if you celebrate that sort of thing. I'm sure everyone enjoys a statutory holiday. Even if they don't actually like the name of the holiday, I'm sure they just enjoy the fact that they have a day off in any case. Hey, Lumiakin. Mr. Adam's Apple. Make a music video. The least watched music video on YouTube. It has views in the negative. I'm gonna walk up Scott Street and Victoria Street, I think.
Nothing. Really nothing. Or you live in the same place, or but you take the line.
Waiting for a very long light.
Oh yeah, this weekend.
If Drake can get views.
So, man, oh, we can put together. Oh, what do you want? Like, you know me for it? Kind of. Yeah? I am already on Instagram. Oh, yeah, right. And I don't have YouTube. So, yeah. We get up tomorrow. Okay, that's all done. Yeah? And we go to
Yeah. ChatGTP writes very obviously AI songs. I'm sure, Ziggy, I'm sure that's true. Right, Colburn Street. There's that tower in the sky. Looks massive from here. Not to be confused with the other big tower, of course. The much taller one than that. Victoria Street. Hey, Victoria Day weekend and Victoria Street. I totally didn't plan this. No, that wasn't the tower. Hello. What's up, Greg? I was debating whether or not just to go out in my t-shirt, and I'm glad I did. I would be boiling if I was wearing any other layer other than just this. Because sometimes 20 degrees might seem, hey, that's warm, 20 degrees, but then you go outside, there'll be like a cool wind or something. But there's not much of any wind right now. Alright, we'll continue up Victoria Street here. Do I ever walk around shirtless? As much as I'd like to on hot days, I just can't bring myself to do that. It just seems too douchey or something. But there are some days when I wish I wouldn't care and I would just do it anyway. When it's like 35 Celsius or something. Any big travel plans? Nothing major that I have cooked up. But I might change my mind and decide to do something at some point. I haven't really thought of anything I plan to do at this point, though. I just heard like a falcon or something. Or maybe it was a seagull. It was a seagull imitating a falcon. Come to Montreal. Well, I did that 2 summers ago. I went to Montreal. Hey, Bobby and Carol, hello. The ones that go shirtless are usually the ones who shouldn't. That seems to be very true. I thought the same thing when it was legal, when it became legal for women to go topless in public. You didn't really see any women doing it. And the very few who did do it, kind of the same thing was going on there. I guess it applies to both sexes, right? Confederation Life Building. Hey, Sapand. Not a bot.
This way, or we can go this way.
As far as church? Suzanne, welcome.
I don't know, probably Thunder Falls is just like Waterloo, but the last few days, everything, so.
Suzanne takes you down.
Yeah. So how far? We're not quite there. Yeah.
What's up, Fast Rick? Nice warm Friday here, 20 degrees. T-shirt weather. And hello, Rebecca. She knows those lyrics. Is this light green or not? It looks green to me, and no cars can go through this intersection anyway, so I don't know why people are waiting. Hey, 300 people already checking out the stream. Thank you, everyone. Come and say hi in the chat if you're new, maybe a first-time viewer. If you want, you do have to subscribe in order to take part in the live chat, but it doesn't cost you a thing. It's free as a bird. Hey Keith, how you doing? Sky looks good. Sky of blue and sea of green. Hello, Tim. Massey Hall has a show tonight by the looks of it. Hey, Ruben. Midnight Express, watching from Ottawa. Hey, welcome. It was their last year for Canada Day. That was my first time in Ottawa in a very long time. I do feel a bit of a hankering to take some sort of trip this year to some city, to another city I've never streamed in before or recorded videos in, so that might happen. Or maybe revisiting a city that I've been to but not in a while. I don't really plan things too far in advance usually. Some jazz music. The Jazz Bistro. Brampton, yeah. I have been through Brampton a few times in some videos on the Go Bus, but I've never walked around for a video in Brampton. I guess it technically counts as another city. It's a suburb of Toronto, but it's also a city in its own right, just right next to Toronto. It's mostly suburban, obviously, but it does have like an old downtown area with some nice historic buildings and things like that. That area is very small, and then most of the rest of the city is just post-war suburbia. Sprawl, sprawl, and more sprawl. East Van Bob and Quad Mods, hello. Victoria. Yeah, I've never been there. It is far away though. Hey, hello. Cheers. Cheers. Thanks for watching.
When I was trying to decide between the Prism record, Prism or Street Heart. Who's a better band?
Prism or Street Heart? I'll say Prism. I don't know. Cheers. Thanks. Another North Bayite? Yeah, seems that's that's the case, unless I misunderstood. Had to choose between Prism and Street Heart, so I went with Prism. I have to admit I don't really listen to either of those bands too much, really. I know some songs. Yes, I rag on suburbia because it deserves to be ragged on. Hey Jerry, hello. All right, Rebecca, enjoy the lurking. Hey, good evening, Brendan. I'm using an old Samsung smartphone, Samsung Galaxy S20 FE. It's like well over 5 years old. Probably going on 6 years old at this point. I don't know why you're so determined, Billy, for me to like become a car driving suburbanite. I don't get why this is so important to you. When it's very well established I'm a downtown pedestrian type guy, right? That's what I like. That's why I'm here. That's my preference. I'll never want to live in the suburbs, and I'll never want to be driving around in the suburbs or in the city for that matter, because you have to be crazy to drive in the city, especially this city. Hey Maher, hello. Retro World. My shoe became untied here. I shit on them because it's my channel, and I can shit on whatever I want on my channel. My channel is an urbanist channel, if you didn't notice. Basically dedicated to urbanism and urbanist type stuff. Hey, what's up, Scott? Lost my power cord here. It's the weekend, yeah. Hey, our gang, the Little Rascals. All right, we've emerged onto Gerard Street. What's that song by the Monkees, Pleasant Valley Sunday? That's a good song about suburbia. Rows of houses that are all the same, and no one seems to care. Hey, Jojo, John Schaffner, hello. Yeah, Carole King and her husband were responsible for so many awesome songs that were sung by other people. Hey, GTSY. The Mockeries, hello. Happy May 24. Actually, Johnny did drive me around one time during a live stream. That actually happened. It wasn't a convertible though. I think it was a rental car that he had. I'd say Moss Park is the most dangerous part of the downtown area. On the east side. It's not really that dangerous though, to be honest, but if I had to choose one, that would be it. So this is Yonge Street. We're not going to stay on Yonge Street. Hey, Neville. Yeah, Moss Park was worse, I think. Although Dundas and Sherborne, just that one intersection, is still just as bad as ever, I think. But the rest of the surrounding area doesn't seem as bad. But yeah, that's the epicenter of everything at Dundas and Sherborne. That intersection is something else, man. And I live a block away from it. If I open my windows at night, I can hear what's going on at Dundas and Sherborne. Just hear a lot of yelling, occasional gunshot sounds, sirens, you name it. Live on the edge and have a pepperoni pizza. Ugh. I'll have the pizza without the pepperoni. Hello, Wai, how you doing? This one looks vivid and bright. Well, it's not gray and gloomy, at least, right? We've had so much of that lately. Lots of people out and about. I bet you tomorrow and Sunday will be rammed. Downtown will be rammed, I think. Whew, it's actually almost hot standing here. Mark Lang, hello. Smells like sewage around here. Let's go west. When it warms up, the sewage smells tend to come out. Yeah, YouTube never used to run ads during live streams, but now they do. But it is how most live streamers make revenue, basically. I know they're kind of a drag, but YouTube Premium will take care of that. If you don't like the ads, it's probably worth it to get YouTube Premium. But for people who do streaming as a living, I guess the ads are sort of important to allow them to make a living. If it's just a hobby, it might be different. Then you could probably just turn them off. And you wouldn't really care one way or the other. What's up, Jeff McNair? Every 4 minutes seems a bit much. Usually it's more like every 7 or 8 minutes. When I watch other streams, that seems to be the case most of the time.
It's always so busy.
Alright, we're walking west on College. Got some sort of situation here. A couple of ambulances. Fire truck, ambulances, police. Not sure what is going on. I see some people standing over there talking to a guy. Maybe he looked like he was in distress or something. Maybe he was. Hey, Aaron Hockey, hello. Manager, Mr. Mike, or Mr. Me, sorry, how you doing? Awesome building there. I've always liked this one. It's home to Canadian Blood Services now. I don't hear, or I don't even notice much wind at all, to be honest. Just a very light breeze. Yeah, I know, Carol. I agree. Nice to see everything all green. I wonder if they're going to start construction on this soon. It'll be another building like that one, only taller. A taller version of that will be built right here. They tore down the old building that was there, which was a bit sad to see, just because it was old. It could not be preserved, I guess. BJ Jerry, hello. I thought so, Neville. I kind of had the feeling that was happening when my view count went down. Sometimes I can sense it, you know. Hey Keith, how you doing? This one, it used to be a hospital, Toronto General Hospital, but now it's part of the Mars facility or complex, a medical incubator. This whole area is hospitals around here, going south down University Avenue. Queen's Park subway station. Hey, Lisa from Oshawa, welcome. That's a city I have yet to visit on my channel. And it has crossed my mind more than once. Maybe I should do that. I've been to Hamilton, which is on one side of the Greater Toronto Hamilton area, and Oshawa's on the other side. Hey Darlene, hello. Hey, no worries. Yeah, it's greened up very nicely here. Yeah, I have Ziggy. Not as a YouTuber though, but years ago, before I was doing this. This building blends into the sky here. Hey, Chantel, hello. Stewart Building, another awesome building. That was designed by the same guy, E.J. Lennox, who designed Casa Loma and Toronto's old City Hall. Hey, Diva Tequila. And Yvonne, hello. There's a proposal to build a 60+ story residential building sort of attached to this old Stuart building here. It's not going to like be torn down or anything. The new building will just be built sort of right behind it, I guess, and it'll be sort of incorporated into it. I don't think it's going to be facadized. It's going to be mostly preserved. So that could be okay, I guess. I don't want anything to happen to this building. It's got a nice breeze right now. Feels pretty good. Hey, get to the tower. Get to it. There it is. Get to the tower. It's weird, when it's warm out, my power bank doesn't keep my phone charged. But when it's colder out, it does keep my phone charged. It's almost like if it's warm, it doesn't deem it necessary or something. My power battery level has dropped to 79%, even though it's been plugged in the entire time. I walked past these in another stream just recently. They're going to be all incorporated into a new student residence building, like a tall 30+ story residence building. Nav and Dat is in the chat with the $4.99 super chat. Hey Ken, watching you while waiting on your flight back to New York City. You have a good stream. Thank you very kindly. Hope you have a good flight back to NYC. Much appreciated, Navin. Cheers to you. This is U of T, we're sort of walking past here. University of Toronto. Mostly on this side over here. Over here, this is U of T, over here. I walked along here last time, but I'm going to keep going along College. I'm not going to go down Spadina this time like I did last time. We'll do a long College Street walk. Yeah, I've done streams in the beaches. Every interesting neighborhood I've been to for a stream, for the most part. If not a stream, then a video, or several videos. I have, what is it, like 2,300 videos or something now on the channel? Hey, Chowdhury. There's a nice public library branch there, another awesome building. Did I ever go pee? Robert wants to know. Rarely, maybe a couple of times I had to find a bathroom while I was streaming. I usually sort of make sure I don't have to do that. I don't eat or drink anything for at least several hours before I do a live stream. And I make sure the tank is empty before I head out. Because it's kind of a drag when you have to do that while you're live streaming. It's to be avoided at all costs. Alright, thanks Chowdhury. We're kind of nowhere near one another, so... I think we're both heading west. That's about the only similarity, I guess. All right, crossing Spadina.
same address.
They cover up the old silver dollar sign over here. Why would they do that? The building that used to be here was torn down to make way for this building, the old Waverly Hotel. You might remember that. And it had a bar, like a venue, called the Silver Dollar Room, which had an iconic sign. And then the developer said that they would resurrect the Silver Dollar Room here as part of the new building, which is called the Waverly, just as the old hotel was called. And they did it. They have this little space over here, and they put the sign back, or at least a replica maybe of the sign, the circular sign, the Silver Dollar Room. And everyone was like, yay, the Silver Dollar sign is back. But now it's covered up. And it says Dina's. So now it's Dina's, it's not the Silver Dollar Room anymore. So what was the point of putting that sign back up and making a big hoopla about it? Here's the old sign. Silver Dollar Room. So that's still there, at least a version of that. And you got this whole plaque about it here. It was kind of like a legendary venue for a long time. So why the heck did they cover it up now? That guy just said the same thing. He said, why did they cover up the heritage sign? Yeah, good question. Seems like it was all for nothing. Stuff like that just annoys the heck out of me, man.
Yeah, exactly. That's such a good scenario.
Just so I can rant about it, yeah. I just only noticed this now. Hey, East Story, hello? Sidewalk e-bike driver. They had very interesting outfits on. I was going to say something, but I thought no. Going to say something like, hey, cool. I probably would have flubbed it and sounded like a weirdo. Cool clothes, cool dresses. What would you even say? I don't know. Hey, D. Harriet. And Rochelle, welcome. Here's Fresca. Last time I came here doing the pizza stream with Cookies and Chaos, they had no slices left, so we couldn't even try one. We were excited to try a Fresca slice, and they're all out of slices. Free Times Cafe, or is it Tree Times Cafe? It looks more like Tree Times than Free Times. But it's free. It says it on there. Free Times.
Free comedy show. Free comedy.
Free comedy show. The sign said neurodivergent. I guess neurodivergent stand-up comedy, I guess. Hey, Jillian, hello. You did stand-up comedy while sitting? Haha. There's a joke right there. Alright, we're walking towards Little Italy, west on College Street. Got my power bank tucked into my waistband because I'm not wearing a shirt with a chest pocket here. And the cord isn't quite long enough for me to put it right in my pocket, my pants pocket, so I have it tucked into my waistband, and every few minutes it starts to slide down inside my pants and down my pant leg, and I have to like reach in and fish it back out again, stick it back in my waistband. It doesn't want to stay there. The way I walk just sort of keeps shuffling it down and down with every step. Was I self-conscious during my first stream? Maybe a little. I was pretty much ready to do it though. I might have had a few little pre-stream jitters maybe, but then once I actually started streaming, I was fine.
has soda.
Cloak and Dagger. The Cloak and Dagger. Looks dark in there. King's Landing Barber. We're hanging on to about 300 concurrent viewers. A nice warm Friday heading west on College Street. We're coming into Little Italy. We will be in a few minutes. Is that right, Jillian? Hey. No, I was the one who supplied Led Zeppelin with their sharks. That was my job. Kind of like a roadie. I supplied the mud sharks to Led Zeppelin. Cookies and Chaos is here. What up, what up? Is this light green? No, it's turning red. Sneaky D's over there. Arcade Outpost. Yeah, College in Bathurst. We're heading into Little Italy. I don't know if you heard the story about Led Zeppelin and the Mud Sharks, but it's quite the story. Sneaky D's. Fun fact, there was a record store in North Bay, my hometown, called Mud Shark Records. I always thought that was pretty funny. I think Frank Zappa also sort of touched on that whole episode in one of his songs. Actually, Little Italy doesn't seem to have many good pizza places at all, other than Fresca, if you count that, which is not really in Little Italy. I mean, there are a couple, I guess, but we didn't hit up any Little Italy pizza places during our pizza stream when I was with Cookies and Chaos. We just totally bypassed Little Italy for the most part. Are we going to the Rivoli? That's on Queen Street. I have walked past there lots of times and mentioned it though. I always have to reference Nirvana the band, the show, or Nirvana the band, the show, the movie, every time I walk past the Rivoli. Oh yeah, the Rivoli is never closed. It's still open. Hey, G-Atable. Palmerston, lovely Palmerston here. Actually, there is one pizza place here in Little Italy that does sort of get hyped up a little bit. Bitondo's, right? Bitondo's Pizza. We didn't have that on our list though of pizza places. I think that's the only pizza place right in the neighborhood that gets talked about, you know. It's an old family-run pizza spot, just like you'd expect it to be.
Every now and then I'll give her some gimbal or like some remella.
All right, Chowdhury, I'm way past Spadina though now. Sometimes the streamers shall not cross paths. Bangarang. Hello, Jennifer. Ian Francis, what's up?
Yes. How mad? I just wanted to give what it felt like.
It's fitting.
All right, Little Italy. All right, you don't have to keep giving me updates, Chowdhury. It's not really necessary.
I like that they haven't changed it. But it just looks sad that it's not ducks anymore. They haven't changed it. How about some spins? Well, there's a game on the bar and
I always notice this spot whenever I walk past. I like how they have those old school flyer transit buses down there. And they have a hippie Volkswagen. And they have hippie Volkswagen buses, the little VW buses too. An old New York taxi cab. Hey, Transit Mobile Scooter, what's up? You doing well, Darren? We're at College in Clinton. Should we go look at Batondos? I think it's right down here. You did 8 videos. Holy moly. I don't think I've ever done 8 videos in one day. My videos are like at least 30 minutes long though. Sometimes I've done like 4 videos in one day. Hey, Wing Zero. So here's a Batondos over here. If we ever do a Pizza Stream Part 2, maybe this one will be on the list. By the slice. Yeah. Somebody just said best pizza, bro, as they rode past on their bike. So yeah, it's got a couple places across the street here. San Francisco sandwiches for sale. That's gone. That was there forever. Hey, crikey. Oof. Bright sun. Let's go to the other side. The shady side. We're just in a Little Italy residential street here. Hey, the color purple. I like when the houses don't have a front yard, when they just sort of go right to the sidewalk. You just step out onto the sidewalk from your door. That's how I like it. No lawn mowing. Maybe they have a little lawn in the back though. Probably look pretty easily on Google Maps and see. Check out that big church over there. Very peaceful here. But College Street is just right over here again. These ones have a front yard, although small front yards. There's someone's front yard right there. How long do you think it would take to mow that lawn? 1 minute, maybe? I live in an apartment building, so I don't have to mow any lawns or shovel any driveways or sidewalks or anything like that.
It was a Mamma Mia theme.
They cut it with scissors, yeah. You probably could, you know, it probably wouldn't even take that long. Just get down on your hands and knees. Just get a larger pair of scissors and go nuts. Well, the single digit temperatures are over for now, for the next few days at least.
As much as I like the pants I wear.
Yeah, did you?
I'm about to say, I smell fish every time I walk past here. And then I notice this is here. So sometimes I don't say it anymore, because I've already done that a bunch of times. Little Italy is hopping right now, right? Patios are full. Check this out. What the heck? Wow. Math doctors. Tired of being cool? What's up?
She's like absolutely.
Yeah. This truck has been tagged to high heaven. Deb's Crazy Daily, good evening. Happy Friday. Happy long weekend. Carl Roth, same to you. Everything I just said a second ago applies to you as well. Going up to 28 degrees by Monday. Yeah, so I hear. And that'll be the day of the Victoria Day fireworks. So I'm probably going to stream those. I usually do. Unless there's some crazy weather or something, some thunderstorm action or something, I don't know. But I'll most likely be streaming the Victoria Day fireworks. There's the Mod Club. A hunka burnin' love. Lucy, I get it. I get it. How you doing, Lucy? Welcome all 326-ish of you watching. Thanks for checking out the stream. Welcome to all the newbies who might have just popped in. Come and say hi in the chat if you want. Hit the subscribe though if you want to do that. It would be cool if you wanted to come and say hi. If you do subscribe, hit the notification bell. And you'll be notified when I go live. I go live usually 3 times a week. But the other 4 days of the week I post a pre-recorded video. So every single day basically there's a new walk on my channel, either live or not live. Tavane, hello. B Banger, hello. Spider-Man is here, what's up? Wallopin' Web Snappers. Mr. Cranky Pants from Elliott Lake. Hey, glad you're enjoying. I hail from Northern Ontario myself. A little place you might have heard of called North Bay. Or at least I grew up there. Can't really say I was born there, but I did grow up there most of my life. Hello, Jefferson, a Squeaky Cat. Jillian, are you thinking of what was that called again? Sanctuary? Sanctuary Vampire Bar? I think that's what that was, right? The one you're thinking of? For some reason I couldn't think of the name of it there. Hey, thank you, Carl. Yeah, we ticked up to 0.1. We got a 0.1. Do I see a 0.2? Get me up to a 0.2. Hit the subscribe. Hello, Dynamics.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah, Rebecca, I'm at 32.1K now, not just 32. There's Ossington. So we're more in Little Portugal now. We've left Little Italy. This is the College Street part of Little Portugal.
So they're starting to really
So I wouldn't be surprised if they were drunk already, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised at all. The candy bar, life is a party. Do your hopscotching here. Hey. I thought life was a highway. Apparently it's a party. Oh look, they have a water for doggies. That's nice. That's very thoughtful of them, right? Black Knight. Looks like Green Knight has some competition here on College Street. Uh-oh. Showdown between Black Knight and Green Knight. Some major art. If Lisa was here, she'd tell us who this is by. She's probably watching another stream by another guy that you might know. It's nice. Got a Muzak alert. Got more street art over there. Have to wait for this car to move away. I hate when cars are stuck in traffic and they have loud music playing, because you're kind of just stuck listening to their music before they move away from you. They just sit there. Be gone, music mobile. Are we almost at 2 hours already? Holy cow. I see Dovercourt up ahead. I think I'm going to go south. We'll stop going west. We'll go south down Dovercourt. And then eventually I'm going to go east again, back into downtown. She really doesn't want to appear on a live stream, I guess. But now we all know where she shops. So we actually have information about her that we wouldn't have had if she just walked past normally. There's the old Matador over there. That place is still there. It's closed down, like there's nothing going on there, but the building is still there. The old sign is still there. The Matador. Any Leonard Cohen fans might know that the video for Closing Time in the early 90s was shot there at the Matador, and they used to have a sign up on the roof that also said the Matador, and that appears in the music video. Closing time, closing time. Women tear their blouses off and the men they dance in the polka dots. Partner found as partner lost. Closing time. Alright, here is Dovercourt. Dovercourt Road. Harjot. Feels cold now going south down Dovercourt. What happened? Temperature just dropped to like about 5 degrees. That old Matador back there, it's threatened with demolition for a mid-rise residential building. The plans showed that the building would have been demolished, but they would preserve the sign, kind of like the Silver Dollar Room I showed earlier. So they just put up the old sign on the new building, but the actual Matador would be gone. Hello, Derek. The Orchard Montessori School. Hey, Rebecca, $2 in honor of Leonard Cohen, and boom, right after, Just Ice and Peas, $12. How hard is it to keep a pet in Toronto, Arts? Well, Toronto is like dog city. This is probably one of the most dog-friendly cities on the face of the earth. Everybody has a dog. Lots of people have cats too, obviously. So obviously a small dog or a cat would be better for Torontonians, since lots of people live in apartments and condos and that sort of thing. But thank you very much, Rebecca and Just Ice and Peas. Whoops. Cheers to the support, much appreciated. You can hear a dog barking right now. I was trying to remember if my nephew Max went to this school when he was little. If it wasn't this one, it was another one kind of nearby. A similar looking school. Hey, Jilliant, $5, reminding you of the mud sharks and the vampires. Yeah, that story, man. Led Zeppelin, man, especially Jimmy Page. We're up to some twisted stuff in the 70s, mainly. Early to mid 70s, man. Like, unbelievably twisted, weird stuff. Thank you very kindly for the super chat also. Much appreciated. Alright, I'm going to make use of these stairs here for a second. Steven Tyler too, Scott, that's right. The 70s, early to mid 70s, was the time when rock stars could get away with almost anything, I find. And most people just look the other way, you know? Or it just wasn't deemed as being so terrible back then. Hey, Darren, Transit Mobile Scooter, $2, closing time. A fan, I take it, Darren? Thank you very kindly. Cheers, Darren. I like the line, "Well, the women tear their blouses off, and the men, they dance on the polka dots." I wonder what Leonard Cohen might have gotten up to during that time period. Hey, Riding Reckless, hello. The Ken Continuum show? Not really. right, south and down Dovercourt. Yeah, a lot of cats don't take too well to being on a leash. I mean, it can be done. I've seen it done, but definitely not something you see every day. Look at this car. Jeez. When I went through my brief car phase, this was the kind of car that I loved, basically. I loved when cars look like this. To me, these were like the coolest looking cars, right? And I did go through a car phase, believe it or not, when I was, I don't know, maybe from like ages 9 to 13, maybe around there. Went through my car phase. I had car magazines, I had posters of cars, I built model cars. For a while, my favorite car was the Trans Am, Pontiac Trans Am. All right, now we're on Dundas Street, heading east. Still in Little Portugal. All I like is public transit vehicles. I don't know, I'm not really a aficionado of transit the way some other people are. I just like it for what it brings to like a city, you know. I mean, every city needs good public transit. But I don't get all excited about the trains and the buses the way some people do. If it's a brand new train, a brand new subway, then yeah, I'll be fairly excited to check it out, I guess, and take a ride, shoot a video, you know. Fukazum Winkle, €5. Your cat possesses everything it cuddles, so he owns you too. Thank you. I had a cat. I can relate to that. I can relate to that. Thank you very kindly for the super chat, and hello to your cat. Steve, hello. And if you're wondering why my car phase ended at age 13, is because I discovered something else around that time that was far more interesting to me than cars. And then from that point on, all the way through high school, I only thought about that thing. That's not really true. I had other interests, of course. I was into a few things during my high school years. But one thing in particular had a pretty powerful hold over me, I guess. Urbanism, though, has been an interest of mine my whole life. So that's always been something I've been into. Ever since I was old enough to stick 2 Lego blocks together, I started building cities and stuff like that. So, you know, when I was single digits old, like 4 or 5 years old, I was already into cities and buildings. Never got into video games. Not really. There was maybe a couple years where I played some of the old Atari games, but I never really got hardcore into video games. All right, here's Ossington. The Ossington Strip.
So you get around shots again?
Friday night. This is a popular bar area here, restaurants, bars. Hey, Choppy, hello.
We're driving away.
Yeah, at night this will be rammed. A few hours from now it'll be rammed. Just like how King Street is rammed between Spadina and Bathurst. This is just a different scene, a different crowd than on King Street. It's like all the different nightlife areas cater to a different crowd or scene, right? You got the King West clubbing type people, then you have the Ossington people, you have the Queen West people, you have the Church Street people, you have the Yorkville people. Hey, Harold. I don't know where it is. And around the corner on Dundas where we just were, that's another little area. It's sort of connected to this, but and College Street in Little Italy also has nightlife too. It has its own little thing going on there. Places to dance, like Latin music and that sort of thing in Little Italy. You forgot your laundry in the washer. I hate when people do that. My building only has like 4 washers and 4 dryers in the laundry room. So sometimes if I need to do my laundry and someone's clothes are sitting in the machine and it seems like they've been sitting there for a long time, I just take them out and put them up on top of the machine, because what am I supposed to do? Like wait hours for them to finally come and get their clothes? Like I'll give them like about a 30-minute grace period, I guess. And if they haven't been moved after 30 minutes, I think it's okay to move them, man. There's Blondie's Pizza. That was in our pizza stream. There's a lineup over here again, just like there was that time. I mentioned, what's this lineup? And here it is again. Guess it's just a regular thing.
So the king gave him a card.
Kind of missing some chats here. Too many distractions around here. Think that's fair? Yeah, I think that's fair, right? If they leave the clothes in the dryer, same thing. I'll just put them up on top of the dryer. That's actually preferable to taking them out of the washer. At least they're dry. Reaching in and grabbing a bunch of damp clothes out of the washer, it's not ideal. I'd rather grab dry clothes. Alright, we're almost at Queen Street. Let's go look at my old apartment. My very first ever apartment is right near here. My first Toronto apartment, obviously. Got some fish. Do I fold them? No. I'm sure they wouldn't mind if I did, though, right? Folding laundry is one of the most tedious tasks. They'd probably leave me a thank you note. Got some neat little houses here, little row houses. Alright, here's Gibbon Street. When I first moved to Toronto, I lived here on Gibbon Street for 1 month. And then I found my current apartment. I rented a room from a friend who had a spare bedroom, so I lived for a month with her and her daughter. Paid $500 for 1 month, which I thought was decent for a room. Right here in this place right here, kind of the back door there you see on the side. I often wonder where I'd be right now if I stayed living on this side of town instead of living on the east side. Would I still be doing this right now? Because, you know, the butterfly effect, right? If I was living on this side of town, my life might have turned out completely differently. I might just have some regular job or something now. It's kind of fun to think about that. Hey, John Rocks. I'd be the mayor. Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what this is.
What she was saying, she was trying to get something.
So we're on Queen, West Queen West, heading east. Hey Jessica, hello. What did I do for work before YouTube? Nothing interesting in the slightest. I worked downtown. I went to a place Monday through Friday and did pretty much the same thing day after day after day. Mind-numbingly repetitive and dull. I was an astronaut. Yeah, that's the ticket. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, sorry to hear your job is such a drag. CNC.
Sorry, no, like I run.
Hello, Imran. A nice pasta dish. I was planning to have pasta tonight. Maybe I'll watch your live tonight while I'm eating my pasta. Of course, I don't have any more Rao's marinara sauce, unfortunately. I have to hit up my sister to get me some again. Hey, sis. Help a brother out. She buys it like in bulk, you know. Walking past Trinity Bellwoods. Last time I was here was to look at the cherry blossoms. They're all gone now, or at least mostly gone. There might be little remnants of them left over here. Is this all that's left? Are these even cherry blossoms? This might be something else. Yeah, these aren't cherry blossoms, right? Yeah, no sign of them anymore. Someone's getting towed. I don't know if you heard about the tow truck wars in Toronto, but it's pretty insane, man. Apparently being a tow truck driver in this city is like a high-risk job, putting your life in danger. The whole tow truck industry is linked with organized crime. There's actually hits. Tow truck companies put hits out on each other and that sort of thing. It's insane. It's like a movie. Something could be done to make a movie about the Toronto tow truck wars, you know? Got an insane guy back there acting insane, blasting loud music. There seems to be a correlation between people who blast loud music in public and people who act insane in public. Hello. East on Queen. A daily course. Coal miner's daughter.
Hi, darling.
Kind of busy on here on Queen. Hey, there's the Foxy box again. Haha. I always have to show the Foxy box. For all your hair removal needs, I guess. Is this new? I don't remember this giant sign being here before. And look, there's a drum kit. That thing, it seems new to me. What's the difference between loud music and public photography? Well, nothing. They're both perfectly legal, right? I find someone blaring loud music to be more annoying than someone taking photos or videos in public, but that's just me. Because someone can be recording or taking a photo in public and you wouldn't even notice most of the time. You could walk right past them and barely acknowledge them. Whereas someone blasting loud music, I mean, you know, you notice. You have no choice but to hear it, but to listen to it. It's thrust upon you. What is this? It's like a book with no writing on the cover. Oh, it's the Lloyd Robertson memoir. It's signed by Lloyd Robertson. Look at that. Lloyd Robertson signed this. And it's just laying here. Lloyd Robertson is a Canadian journalist, like news personality. He was known as the main anchor for CTV National News for many years. Most people know who he is if you're Canadian. You know me?
Me on Dundas?
Yeah.
Store?
Well, yeah, I showed your store.
Yes,
I did.
yeah.
And then I showed it again.
Are you on live right now?
I'm live, yeah. I showed your I showed your other location too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I showed both of
sweet.
them. Yeah,
Thank
is there
you.
more than that?
No.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
That's it.
Do you want to say hi?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah? All right.
What's up, everybody? Mark from Relocation, at Relocation Toronto on Instagram.
Cheers, man.
Have a good
Cheers.
evening.
Yeah, have a good evening, man.
Yeah,
Good to
bye.
see you again. All right, later. That guy is from Relocation, Mark. There's 2 locations of relocation. Yeah, Floyd Robertson was a play on words, right? From SCTV. That was inspired by Lloyd Robertson, yeah. Like, he was a pretty big deal. Just plugging in my power bank here. There we go. I'm rapidly losing battery life. So I'm just carrying this Lloyd Robertson book here. Signed by Lloyd Robertson. I like a good memoir. Maybe he like interviewed the Beatles or something, right? I don't know. The guy was like around for a long time. I wouldn't be surprised if he interviewed the Beatles or one of the Beatles or something like that, or other rock stars, you know? He's 92. Wow. Still with us. I wonder if this has a table of contents. Ahaha! Look at that. Well, I think I got some reading to do. There's north of Brooklyn. Another place we didn't get to try. and Anderson, hello. Johnny's done his stream. All right, thanks everyone. Where did he end up at?
When you cut it with a razor, it creates the sharp edges.
I'm gonna figure.
Do a live stream reading you the book. A flashback to walking with Megan, yeah. Although those are like high heels. Megan never wore high heels, really.
I don't know. I don't know if you consent to that, but he's filming you. You're filming.
I'm just walking.
Without their consent.
I'm just walking along the street, dude. Dude, I'm just walking behind.
Talking about their shoes. You were.
I'm just walking along behind people who happen to be walking.
Thank you for letting me
You're
know. Thank you.
you're a weirdo, guy. You're a weirdo. Yeah, you're a weirdo. Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm not doing anything weird.
Don't take. Okay, they don't take shooting us.
I'm literally just walking.
I understand you are shooting.
Yeah.
We understand, but
Yeah.
you want to ask us, right?
Like, I mean, people are in front of me. I can't help that, right? Yeah. Here, I'll go in front of you. There you go. Guy's accusing me of like creeping on the women who are walking in front of me. What a pathetic excuse for a man that guy is. And I only mentioned her shoes because someone in the chat said it sounded like when Megan was walking with her boots, right? I would not have even said anything about them whatsoever. Because Megan used to wear those boots that made clumping sounds when I would stream with her, right? People like that make me sick, man. They make the world a worse place to live in. What's happening at the Bovine Sex Club? I hear music. Frank coffee. This Hive. This used to be the Velvet Underground. Check out the big door here. Jeez. I'm still not sure what goes on at Hive. Well, I hope that guy gets back home to a safe space anyway. Must be scary out here in the real world for him to walk around like this. Hey, budgie flight. Utes. Utes doing youthful things. Chonky collectibles. Not just any old collectibles, but chonky collectibles. Girthy. Hey, speaking of girthy, look what's across the street. Burrito Boys. Yeah, PDO Pat, yes. I'm a big fan, as you know. I haven't been there in a long time, though. Alan K, $2. Like, subscribe, share for the stream. Thank you, Alan K. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Thank you. The support means a lot, Alan. Thank you so much. Well, that moron back there kind of put a sour stench on the stream a bit, but oh well. We will continue, right? No, this isn't a Tragically Hip t-shirt. It's just a t-shirt for an actual place in Bobcaygeon, I think. Queen and Spadina.
We'd have dinner and I'd be like, oh, let's go listen to like
Hey, East Cypher, hello. Hey, we were talking about the Rivoli earlier, and we're going to walk past it in just a few minutes here. Hey, Sal Smith. And Vivian, hello. Welcome to the stream, Vivian. Here's the legendary horseshoe.
So go ask him if you don't want to ask him.
Hello, Jasmine. Welcome. Well, good timing, Jasmine, because we're kind of within sight of the tower. Shortly, anyway, we will be. There's the Rivoli. If you haven't seen Nirvana the band, the show, the movie, by all means you should watch that. I have it on my computer now, so I can watch it anytime I want. Alright, Squeaky Cat. Holy jeez, I can't keep up, Vivian. I can't keep up. Oh, thanks for the heads up. Hey, Bob from Wick, hello. Walking along Queen West with my book. I found a book, Lloyd Robertson's memoir, signed by Lloyd Robertson. I just found it discarded here on Queen Street. Signed by the man himself. It's Peter Street. Whoa. My book hit my cord. If some aggressive dingus comes at me, I guess I can clonk them over the head with my Lloyd Robertson memoir, right? Be gone, dingus! Muzak, they're giving away freebies there. So we're heading east on Queen West. This is like another Muzak zone here. Jeez. So much Muzak. Throw the book at them? I literally could. Hey, Brett Mallon. And Christina, hello. This truck doesn't sound too healthy. I don't think it's supposed to sound like that. Hey, we got police doing something here. Alicia Lewis has been a Metropolis dweller for 11 months. Hey, that's awesome. I don't know if she's in the chat right now, but thank you, Alicia, for 11 months of support. That is much appreciated. Hey, Ted S. Oh, you are here, Alicia. All right. I didn't think you were here. Thank you, Alicia, for all the support. Cheers to you. Cheers from the wild woolly walktuber here in his natural habitat. And Jasmine, this is for you. We get some shoes in the shot too. Not only the tower, but some shoes. And of course that thing. All right, here's the warehouse. I'm gonna mute the audio again as I go past here, but I'll be back in like a second or two or three. I guess that was more like 30 seconds, but the music is really loud. It carries quite a distance there. I'm never ever going to the warehouse. I refuse. I'm boycotting them. Oh, I think there's some sort of protest going on. That's why the police were heading up this way. I hear shouting. There's another awesome shot. I love this view down Duncan Street here, especially now that the Forma Tower is rising there. Hottie coffee coming soon. Hey, FN Anderson.
Where's that burger?
Friday night. It was a good night for some Sabbath. We're hitting 400 viewers. Took a while, but we finally got there. And we passed 400 viewers. Welcome everyone to the Friday stream if you're just joining. Come and say hi, subscribe, like, share, hit all the buttons. Hit the notification bell if you're new, if you just subscribed. I go live 3 times a week usually. And I post pre-recorded videos on all the other days of the week.
Free Palestine. No good heart can deny the clear reality.
Hello, that Lego guy. How you doing?
A distinctness theory. Yet there always seems to be duality, twisting the truth or ignoring it in totality. It's not a conflict, it's a genocide. It's not a conflict, it's an apartheid. It's not a conflict, it's one-sided. It's not a conflict, no matter how hard they try to hide it. So we're going to raise our voices out on the streets of Toronto.
Hey, Steglass.
And we're going to chant at the top of our lungs.
I don't rule, you rule.
In our millions, in our billions. In our millions, in our billions. In our millions, in our billions.
Yeah, it's turning out to be an eventful stream, I guess.
I think mine is probably fun that. So I think we're just figure out like the thought was in real house for like a couple years. I don't honestly see it. So now they're kind of moving quicker than they thought. So there's kind of like the whole function. After we did all that,
Free Palestine! And we tell power out loud and clear here on May 15th in the streets of Toronto. We can pretend you don't hear us. Pretend you don't hear us. We can see hundreds in the streets and you can't come near us. You can pretend you don't see children being bombed. Pretend you don't know what's right from wrong. Pretend that Israel's standing for what is right. And pretend Palestinians will give up their fight. Give up their homeland, their birthright. Pretend you don't hear our chants raging, our hearts beating, and our flags waving. Palestine will be free, and that's not dreaming. And it's free, free Palestine, and we'll keep repeating. Free, free Palestine despite the beatings. Free, free Palestine, you're never defeating. Free, free Palestine when we're never conceding. Free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Justice is coming down. No peace for stolen land. No peace for stolen land.
Bike cops. All right, I think you can hear me again, maybe. I wasn't talking back there because it's too loud. Didn't want to have to shout over everything. Hot dog and fries, $4. This might be the place that they showed on Reddit where you can get a good deal. Although this place says $3, but not with, oh yeah, hot dog and fries, $4 also here too. Burger, $5. All right, I'm showing all the specials. Yeah, all right.
Fresh cut fries, hamburg and fries.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah. I guess after one place had it at that price, the other ones had to do it too. They usually have veggie dogs. I didn't see it on the sign though, but they usually do. But I think there's a shortage of veggie dogs right now because one of the companies that made them stopped making any, like they went out of business basically, right? And I think another company is going to take over. This one is $6.99 for a veggie dog. $6. That truck has been around a long time. I remember though when you could get a hot dog from those hot dog stands on the corner for like $2 or $2.50. When I first moved to Toronto, I think they were $2.50 for like a veggie dog, which was the same price as a hot dog, right? And they're jumbo too, like a big one, not just like a little one. A big jumbo veggie dog for $2.50. I used to get them all the time back then because I was broke. And it was a cheap meal. When I first moved to Toronto, I had some savings, but it took me several months to find a job, so I blew through all my savings. And I was like flat broke, man. I would like go around trying to buy things that were like less than $5 just so I could eat for the day. Hey, what's up, Cam? Richmond Street. Walking along with my book. The Adventures of Lloyd Robertson. The Kind of Life It's Been. Are we having some sort of disagreements in the chat here? Can't we all just get along? If there's someone in the chat you don't like, you can just block them. Just block them. You don't have to see any of their chats. Sal Smith. No fry alert, maybe beef tallow. Are we talking about the food trucks back there? You're being attacked, Jillian? Stop attacking Jillian, whoever's doing it. Just be cool, everyone, be cool. Thank you very much, Sal Smith. Support is much appreciated. It's getting dark. Hey, we're on Young Street again. Come full circle here. A lot of people say SG is a bot also, but everyone seems to like SG. Maybe we're all bots. I'm a bot, you're a bot, everyone a bot. SG is a real person. I always thought SG was a real person, but a lot of people said that they were a bot. So sometimes people are labeled as a bot when they're not even a bot, right? I don't know if SG is male or female, I have no idea. They're SG. All right, I don't think you're a bot, Leo. Okay, Jillian Taylor, if you're not a bot, come and say in the chat right now. Come and say, I promise I ain't no bot. Just say it just like that. Hey, Sean Murphy, how you doing? You were a bot, but now you're not. was a bot, but now I'm not. You're a ballerina. Yeah, I didn't see a reply there. I didn't see Jillian reply to my request there. Eric Paulson. Yeah, we still have light. We still have light. And it's like almost 8:30? No, almost 9. Lost track of time here. It's almost 9 o'clock. We still have light. Out and about with Lizard. You know, this is obviously a troll account or something, right? You can't have a troll account imitating another YouTuber. That goes against my chat rules, so you might be removed. I'll give you the chance now to change your name to something else. It is a weird chat, Lisa. It is, yeah. Yo! Ever since we ran into that dingus on Queen Street earlier, it's been a weird chat. Or a weird stream. A BTP. Hey, thank you very much. Glad to hear that. But the stream is still awesome because I found a signed copy of Lloyd Robertson's memoir, signed by Lloyd Robertson himself. And there are a page or two where he discusses the Beatles, so I'm wondering if he interviewed the Beatles. I'm gonna find out when I get home. The drummers have returned. They've been sort of absent from here for a while. Now they're back. magic show. I'm not sure if he has a backing track with the drums. It's Lloyd's fault. Oh, they have more than one drummer here. Got a drumming duo. Oh, it's Smooth Criminal. They're doing Smooth Criminal. I can hear the song, so I'm gonna get away from it. I can make out Michael's voice. Hopefully just the drum beat alone is enough to get a copyright claim. Hey, Spring Blossom Fairy, hello, I'm doing well. Almost 9 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? BBDE. Yeah, I mean, this is a well-known, lively area here. Toronto Walker. Hello, hello. Am I okay? I guess so. Pretty busy intersection right now at this moment. Just wait until like World Cup is here, man. Oh my god. You're going to get your laundry. All right, it's about time. Kidding, kidding. I know you didn't leave it this time, right? You didn't neglect your laundry duties this time, right? We'll let it slide one time. Hello, Grace. It is a beautiful evening, yes. I've been walking around in my t-shirts and it feels great. Even though it's cooled off a bit, I'm still perfectly comfortable. No jacket required. Just like Phil Collins might have said. Oh, I get it, Toronto Walker. I get it. I get why you're asking me if I was okay now. I get it. You know that song, Smooth Criminal? That's one of my least favorite Michael Jackson songs. I don't know why. If I'm watching like the retro 80s channel or something, and that song comes on, I usually like change it to something else. I started watching a new show. Someone was asking last time what shows I'm watching. Well, I just started watching Succession, so I'm enjoying it so far. I'm like 5 episodes in. Yeah, I liked it right off the bat. And I was actually excited to watch more of it. So I'm a bit behind, but I'm finally getting around to watching it. Oh, look at the demolition is progressing here. The old Imperial pub. Yo! Yo, what's up? The Utes love the live streamers. Ooh, you can see like how much they've torn it down here. Wow. It's going to be gone soon, gone forever. Candace. The Utes really love a live streamer. All right, east side, homeward bound. Maybe we'll see the Infinity Man again here. Remember the Infinity guy? I ran into him right around here. Infinity bodily functions was his specialty. Okay, have a good night, William. You remember that? Yeah. All right, my phone is Getting close to dying here. For some reason, the warmer weather, my power bank doesn't keep my phone alive, but in the cold weather it does. So that doesn't bode too well for this coming summer, does it? But anyway, I think I'm going to wrap it up here at church in Dundas. Almost home. I might stop someplace on the way home here in the neighborhood, but in any case, I hope you all enjoyed. Nice long walk on a busy Friday. It's been interesting. Hope to see you in my next stream on Monday, Victoria Day, right? So Victoria Day fireworks, I think that's the plan. So hope to see you there for that. Like, share, subscribe, you know, hit all the buttons, hit the notification bell if you haven't already done that. And tomorrow evening, a premiere of my pre-recorded video, my next one, around 7:15 p.m. Hope to see you there in the live chat. So thank you once again to everyone for watching. All the viewers, any new viewers, new subscribers, thank you. Channel members, mods, thank you very much. I know we've had a few interesting people pop into the chat tonight. And everyone who sent support, thank you also. Super chat, super stickers, or any PayPal donations. Thank you so much for all the support. It's very, very much appreciated. Thank you. All right, until next time, I will continue. Have a good night, everyone. See you again soon. Have a good long weekend, too. And that about does it. All right, night all.